It is Monday, December 22nd, approaching 8:49. I am documenting the deficiencies in and around the exit closest to the laundry room. Okay, people? Who the hell do these people think they are? This has been reported like at least 10 years ago, 11 years ago. Why do these people think they will get away with this? And why Integrity Property Management Company and these people on the board believe it's okay? It's not okay. All right? Nastiness. Just around the corner from the exit door to the laundry room. Now let's look at this. Crap. If you had a superintendent who was handy, or someone assisting the superintendent like a maintenance specialist, which we had when I was board president, there would be a cover over this. It wouldn't be looking moldy, unsightly, as if we were living in government housing. Unacceptable, people. Unacceptable. I'm not paying my maintenance fee, which is taken out of my account promptly, while there are other people in this building who pay by checks who are delayed. I pay mine promptly. And I'm not seeing where the money that I'm paying, I don't see where it's going, people. Totally unacceptable. Garbage in, garbage out. Why do these people believe we're going to accept this? And we did not. When the president go door to door and could only get 16 votes for the general position, assuming the 6 people on the board voted for him, that is only 10 votes. If you ask me, that's a vote of non-confidence. In other words, resign. Get the hell out of there. You don't know how to do the job. You're not doing the job. And we rejected you. That is what my interpretation of the vote count is. But who am I to say that? I don't have any sense. I'm the one they fight all the time. Now, let's look at this crap. You're telling me that Integrity Property Management, so Jeet, Larry Dinelli, and Dimitri Sava, the best they can do when this tile got cracked is to leave this filthy, dirty cone over it? Is that what we've been reduced to? Hell no. Again, I'm only documenting the exit closest to the laundry room. Oh, this has been like this for years. Unacceptable. For years, people. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Cobwebs, every damn thing, right? Unacceptable. Okay? They don't patch anything, they don't fix anything, and just like the windows, the day they decide to start repairing stuff, the price of the material is, look at this, is this mold? This is when we get the public health to come in and test the mold. And you know what happens if they find black mold? Y'all can't come through this door until they bring someone in to remove the mold. Okay, people? Unacceptable. Look at this. For years I've been reporting this. They fix nothing. It's a board that does whatever it wants to do. Bring people on the board to maintain the status quo. Look at this, people. Look at this. I will bring public health in because it's my health. I pass this whenever I'm driving to my car, and I don't know if it's black mold. I don't want to get sick. I don't want to be admitted to a hospital because of lung problem. I will bring the public health in to test it and to report back to us. I will be doing that. Who the hell do they think they are? You know, they've bullied me enough, harassed me enough, slandered me enough, libeled me enough, and they cannot stop me because I follow the law. I'm not going to get into any emotional thing with them. You know, when we get emotion with these people, we lose. They would love for me to be the emotional type, to cuss them, to fight them. No, I'm not going to do that. I leave their goon-like behavior, as was displayed in the town hall, I leave it to them, behaving like goons. Unacceptable people. Unacceptable. As I say, they patch nothing, fix nothing. Listen, they can't even communicate to owners. And we know owners should not be leaving the garbage here. When was the last time they cleaned the cover of this can? There are no standards established. I know it's a garbage can, but even the can needs cleaning. Even the can needs cleaning, people. This is absolutely unacceptable, but they can't communicate. They don't know how to do a proper newsletter. They don't know how to notify owners, to work with the owners, to say, guys, please be more considerate. And look at these tiles. Oh, I haven't seen this lately. That's dirt. That's dirt, people. Who is cleaning these tiles? There are no standards. Absolutely no standards. Okay? So keep watching my YouTube channel. I remember when Larry Dinelli, the president of Integrity Company, when I said, listen, the garage floor is sunken and there's an edge. There's an edge right here, right? There's an edge. See, there's an edge. And whenever there's an edge, you can trip. Some child decides to run towards the family car. There's another car coming up this lane. And by the way, they speed up this lane all the time. I've had emails going back years complaining about speeding. And guess what? They have never responded to any of my correspondence regarding speeding. I've left reports with security. I've provided Sajit and Sahil and all these managers timeline as to when the speeding occurred. Nothing. They do whatever because they believe we're going to put up with it forever. Now let's look at these garage columns. As president, with the full approval of the board, including Kirk, we brought back Thomas, who was a mason expert. Thomas built the wall by the swimming pool. Thomas and Brian renovated the recreation room, the party room, and the boardroom. We did not go for external money-making contractors. And usually the people they're bringing in, where did they get these people from? Their work is usually substandard. So they've never maintained a single column. Nothing. Never maintained anything. When I brought Thomas in, with full approval of the board, it was a contract saying for $3,000 per month, that's it. We're not paying any benefits or anything. Then whatever we need for you to do, because you've got the skill to do it, painting, minor repairs, patching the walls, maintaining the... Thomas did this. Thomas was the one who repaired all these columns, painted them black and white, and guess what? Since that job was done, they have done nothing to maintain anything. So we look at this garage, it's nasty, it's filthy. And let me talk about my parking spot. To show you the bias they show against me all the time. So when they were putting in the electrical, you can see right here, this electrical wires, they go to the outside of the back parking lot. So as they drill these holes next to my parking spot, excuse me, right here, my parking spot was filthy. Very filthy. Dirt on the wall, dirt on the ground. But they had said they were going to wash the garage. Tell me something, people. Was I being reasonable when I said to Sojit, because you will be washing the garage, I will not ask you guys to clean my parking spot now. I think that was being patient and it was being reasonable. Okay? So there was full expectation that once the garage was washed, they would at least put the hose on the wall. Okay? When the contractors left from washing the garage, the wall was still filthy. There was crap beside my car. I said to Sajid, what happened? You know what the man looked at me and said? It was not a part of the contract. Rubbish, people. They did that deliberately. Deliberately. You're telling me to put a hose on a wall to remove that dirt? That it wasn't deliberate? And Sajid had the nerve to say it was not a part of what contract? Rubbish, people. And the rubbish will end. We have 1 year to work on removing all 5. As I said, I could have gotten on the board. I did not contest. I told people to put me on the board. And for the president, I'll say it again, for this man who went door to door to get 16 votes, assuming the 6 people on the board voted for him, that's only 10. That's a vote of non-confidence. That means get the hell off the board because you failed. Now, they claim to have washed the garage. Okay, let's talk about washing the garage. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. During my tenure as president, this oil tank was clean. Look at it. And you wash the garage? Really? And you've had superintendents working here, what do? I was the one, as president, who got this floor painted. Painted, people. Painted yellow on the edge and like a dark gray. Because we find if the garage floor is painted, it is easier to maintain. When the dust is on the raw concrete, it's harder to maintain. Okay, people? So they claim they washed the garage. Okay? They left the filth in my spot, but they washed the garage. Well, here's evidence. What kind of cleaning did they do in the garage? Look at this. It's a filthy culture maintained by these people. Let's look at this pipe. This pipe was painted by me. Of course, I didn't paint it myself. The staff was directed to paint it with full approval of the board. You go to any new condominium nowadays and you go to the garage would be spotless, people, spotless. And the pipes would be painted and labeled. You know why that's necessary? Let's say there's an emergency in the garage and we have to bring in a plumber who's not familiar with the garage. The labels will identify the pipes, okay? Since these pipes were painted red over and over just to get them to clean it, they refuse. Look at this. Because that is what they think of us. They think of us, well, we can do anything to you guys. We can keep your garage filthy. And by the way, under the Condominium Act, the garage is considered a common element. And just like how they steam clean the carpet upstairs, they are supposed to be cleaning the garage as well. They're supposed to be doing that, right? Okay? But of course, they take advantage of the owner's ignorance and they tell you stuff like budget. What budget? What budget? Okay? This is going to stop. I am not accepting it, and because I'm not accepting it, I will continue to chip away to expose their incompetence. The nastiness in this building will be exposed. Look at this. Look at this, people. Look at this rubbish. They've done nothing to even scrape it off, right? Nastiness in this board. Nastiness. Let's go to my friend's vehicle right here. Let's go to this vehicle. When my 95-year-old neighbor used to park here, Charlie, the superintendent, would clean our car. Okay, so Charlie knows that the membrane is flaking onto the vehicle because Charlie used to clean Maureen's car. Now Maureen rented the parking spot out. I know the lady who rents the spot. She's asked Sojit and the management to clean the spot before they wash the garage. And they refuse. This crap falls in this lady's car over and over, and they refuse to clean it. So what the hell are we paying for? Okay? This is going to stop because Mike McKenzie is not accepting it. The fact that the president got 10 votes, it means he should resign. If he had any pride, or he should resign because they're not doing the job. The management fails. The management does as directed, which means most of the time they're doing absolutely nothing, and that has to change. That has to change. They act as if they actually won something during the AGM because President Kirk is still president. Well, let me tell you something. He's going to take this board down with him, right? Look at this. Does this look like a garage that was washed recently when they missed this spot? What kind of building are we living in? Look at it. Look at it. And they had someone to at the very least cosmetically repair these things, kept it painted. The garage would look better. The garage would look much better, people. So what I consider is going on in our building, there's a culture of nastiness supported by these people on the board over and over for the last 13 years. And I'm going to put a stop to it. And whatever I'm doing, whatever the Owners Action Committee is doing, is actually working. I saw my next door neighbor earlier. I said, did you vote? You know what the man asked me? When was the election? Because Sojit refused initially to put the notice of the election on the board. When it's our meeting, once a year meeting, an owners meeting, he refused to put the notice to remind owners that a meeting was coming up. He said he needed permission from Dimitri Sava. Why the hell would a manager need permission from his boss to put a notice announcing our owners meeting? It's not a board meeting, it's an owners meeting, but he needed permission. Why was it the day of the election there was no reminder that the election was last Wednesday? He refused to put it. Imagine this, no reminder. And I'm saying that appears to be purposeful. Okay? Purposeful people. Unacceptable. Who is this management company serving? From experience and from what I've documented, they serve the board more than they serve us. I will continue to post these videos on my YouTube channel. Keep watching Jam Flicks. JAMFLICS. Again, JAMFLICS. Have a good night, people. It's been a pleasure reporting from the garage. Have a good night.